drinking since noon, so I just kind of laughed, and I figured Taylor would be the designated driver.
What happened when the band started playing?
After that...
After the band started playing, did anyone have to leave the table for any reason?
Yes, Dawson went to the bar, and I believe he took a shot with Jordan, and that was not included on the bill.
Did anyone else leave the table while the band was playing?
Actually, Hobson,
Did Hobson leave the
she
table?
went off onto the stage, and started doing her own thing.
What happened while she was on stage?
Both Dawson and Vanessa ordered 3 screwdrivers, and they also had some whiskey and rails from the bar on the house, so that wasn't even on the bill. And by her second screwdriver, Vanessa really looked like she was struggling, so I'm pretty sure Dawson finished off a lot of that.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Your Honor, she is the waitress who was serving Dawson that night, and she did, in fact, remember that she brought drinks to the table, and she was able to see that Vanessa was struggling to finish her second. So it's completely reasonable that Dawson finished off the drinks because they were in fact empty. She's just recalling what she saw.
She cannot speculate to the idea that Danny had drunk those things because she did not actually see it. She cannot assume that.
I'm going to sustain you.
Let me rephrase the question, Ms. Lawrence. Those screwdrivers you were speaking of, were they finished by somebody?
They were. All of them were empty.
And did you see Vanessa drink all of hers?
I did not. I only saw her drink the first 2. I didn't want to.
And after the screwdrivers, did Dawson choose to order any other alcoholic beverages?
Actually, he did. He approached me and he wanted a tequila sunrise because Danny did not want the night to end, which he was already pushing it. But I said, as long as you're not driving, and he just kind of laughed it off.
So at that point, who did you assume would be driving?
Definitely Taylor at this point.
And after he had asked you for the screwdrivers and the tequila sunrise, did he ask you for anything else?
Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit sketchy. He asked me for pills, and I mean, I don't get anywhere in that arena. That's just really scary to me. And he wanted them to help him focus, but I just told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and I did not give him any pills.
And after he asked you for pills, and after he had the tequila sunrise and the screwdrivers, did he drink any more alcohol that night?
Actually, he did. The band had decided to give complimentary shots to the girls and Danny for Vanessa's birthday, and these were grain alcohol shots, so they had twice the concentrations of more alcohol. And Danny had whispered to me, "Bring me water," type thing, but it was so busy that night. I know I poured 1 water, but I'm not exactly sure who got it, and it really seemed like Danny had gotten the grain alcohol. And when I realized that he might have gotten this shot, I immediately spoke to him and told him he could not drive. There was no way he could get on the road.
How did he respond?
He just ignored me. I mean, you don't just ignore Pat Lawrence, but anyways, he said he would make Richard Petty look slow, which is
Objection, Your Honor.
ridiculous.
It's hearsay as to what you just said.
Your Honor, this is not hearsay. It's admission by party opponent. Dawson is the defendant at trial today.
Overruled.
Judge, can you repeat the question? After you told Danny that he should not be driving because he just had a grain alcohol shot, what did he say to you?
Basically he didn't care. He was going to make Richard Petty look slow, which he can do that with super trucks.
Now, did you make any additional efforts to stop Danny Dawson from driving that night?
Aside from talking to him, I wish I could have done more, especially after I saw how hard it was raining outside. But by the time I went to stop him, he was already in the car and zooming away.
Since you were the server that night, did you ring up Dawson's bar tabs?
I did.
Let the record reflect I'm showing opposing counsel what's been marked as P3.
Record shall reflect.
Permission to first witness. Ms. Lawrence, will you please identify these two items?
These are both Danny's bills.
And are these accurate copies of them that Danny has signed?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to enter the evidence what's been marked as P3.
Objections?
No objections.
Permission to treat that. Well, actually, I want to ask you a couple of questions about those, if that's all right, Ms. Lawrence. Well, there are two bills, you said. What time did
Objection,
Danny
Your
pay
Honor.
for the first one?
These documents are hearsay.
Your Honor, these documents have already been entered, but to appease opposing counsel's objection, I will let you know that these are exceptions to hearsay. They are regularly conducted business activity records. They are receipts that are issued by the bar in every instance of a payment. They're completely normal for a business like Chucky's.
Okay. Overruled.
Ms. Lawrence, would you like for me to repeat the question?
Oh, yes, please.
Ms. Lawrence, what time did Dawson pay the first time?
That was at 6:45.
And how many alcoholic beverages did Dawson pay for at 6:45?
Already at this hour, he had 4 alcoholic beverages on his bill.
And what time did Dawson pay the second time?
That was at 12:37.
How many drinks did Dawson pay for at 12:37?
It looks like, would you like me to count or just estimate?
Please count for us.
1 whiskey, 2 screwdrivers, 2 lemon drop shots, a Midlands brown pie, 2 more screwdrivers, 2 more screwdrivers, 2 more screwdrivers, 2 more screwdrivers, and a tequila sunrise. So that's 15.
So in addition to the 4 drinks that he paid for at 6:45, how many drinks did he pay for total?
That would be 19, but that doesn't even include the complimentary drinks he had.
And so in addition to the 18 drinks he paid for, how many complimentary drinks did he have?
Well, there was the whiskey and ginger ale sent over by Jordan, which he definitely had his fair share of that. And the double grain alcohol shots from the band were also on the house, and I think I saw him take a shot with Jordan at the bar. So that's over 4 drinks.
So he had the 4 complimentary drinks. What is the total then?
So that would make it about 23.
Okay, no further questions.
Oh, okay. To pull up stupid voice recording and you don't use it.
I'm going to use it after this.
Okay. Good.
Is that 7?
Shut up. It's a 9.
I'm using that.
Miss Lawrence, did you not say this was your first night on the job?
It was.
And did you not also say that it was extremely busy that night?
Because Chatterbox was playing, it was pretty packed.
And you also mentioned that you weren't able to keep an eye on Danny Dawson the whole time, were you?
I mean, Danny Dawson was not the center of my world, but because he was pushing his limits, I did keep a good eye on him.
But you didn't keep a complete eye, so you couldn't possibly know how many drinks he had that night altogether.
I know what I served him, and I know what I saw him drinking, so, I mean, that in and of itself was a large amount of alcohol for me to keep an eye on.
But you did not see him drink all those drinks that were on his way.
Well, I mean, he was with other people, so I would assume they had some, but these girls didn't look like they could handle anything.
You had mentioned that you had switched the grain alcohol with the water when you were giving it to them as well, correct?
Yes, that was a little oopsie on my part.
And wasn't your employment terminated at that same time?
Objection relevance.
It's relevant to the case because it is related to Mrs. Warren's testimony in general.
You should let it go.
Okay, overruled.
Let me repeat the question. Was your employment not terminated that night?
Yeah, they really pushed me under the bus for this one. I mean, Vanessa's mom came in and made a big scene, and she just blamed the whole thing on me, which I was just doing my job, and I'm very responsible. I mean, I'm Pat Lawrence. So I just could not believe that they put me under the bus like that.
So you would have reason to be angry with Chucky's then?
I mean, I don't really need that job. It didn't mean a lot to me, but I was a little disappointed. They just fired me and blamed it on me. I don't like to be blamed for things.
No further questions, Ron.
What did Vanessa Sullivan's mother say to you?
She told me I was definitely going to pay for this. Like, it was all my fault.
Why was she there at Chucky's?
I think she was really upset that her daughter had died. Very emotional.
I think I was on the wrong side.
Yeah,
when I said
I
that.
was wondering why you were asking that.
Yeah, I was like.
You should have asked that.
Yeah.
'Cause- but you
I kept looking at the
you did
board,
it
I was
okay. Because she says all this stuff about how she's there to get evidence, so in the defense, that's good. But anyway.
Yes, she was
Okay.
awful.
May the witness step down. Okay.
Done here.
All right. Your Honor, you need to time this too.
I will.
Okay.
Like from now.
Yeah. Your Honor, at this time, the prosecution would like to publish to the jury the voicemail recording, and it's already been entered. All foundation has been laid via the order on motions and means. So at this time, I'd like to enter it and approach the bench, if you may, to have a copy of the transcript.
Sorry, Dad. Anyway, hi, it's Vanessa, and I'm sorry, I just said that, didn't I? Sorry. Anyway, I was just calling to let you know that we're gonna be a few minutes. Daddy, what are you doing? Stay on the road. Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. We're fine. Davey's just being an idiot. Anyway, we're fine, and he should be there shortly. But anyway, I was calling. Sorry, calling to ask if you wouldn't mind if you could leave the garage door open because it's been pouring down rain, and it's gonna be ridiculous to be ready to walk in. And I just want to let you know that I love you, and you'll be there soon. I'll talk to you later.
Your Honor, at this time, the prosecution rests its case in chief and is ready for, well, today's the statement. Okay, will be later. How long? How long?
1:29.
For the whole thing?
Mhm.
Good. We're good on time, actually. How are we on time for the defense? Look, actually pretty good. Yeah, we're good, guys. Good job. I'm not going to do closings, so we're done.